Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the 2024 Trilogy Funds Australian Pickleball Championships. We are live here underway at KDV Sport. My name is Dylan Kimlin. Sitting alongside me, Adam Hall. We have a historic event happening down in the Gold Coast, close to 1,300 players. And let me tell you, we're off to a windy start. We've had a big gust come through and blew all the hair off my head, fair to say, Adam. But needless to say, the fellas have jumped on the court. We have our first gold medal of the day, our 65-plus men's division.
Point.
And the gentlemen have already begun. We will get a score update from our official in a sec.
2-4-1.
There we go, 2-4-1. Closest to camera, we have the combination of Cunliffe and Tweed. And they're up against their opposition of Leo and Sylvester. This will be 3 games to 11, win by 2. Should we get to a third game, the players will swap at 6, utilising the Franklin X40 Franklin, the official ball of Pickleball Australia. And that one's gone long. Adam, how has your morning been thus far, mate? You've been running around talking to all the players. Good vibe thus far?
Well, mate, thank you very much for the warm welcome, and hello to everyone listening and tuning in for day one of the 2024 Trilogy Funds Australian Pickleball Championships. I certainly have, mate. It's been a busy start to the day, and so glad to actually be watching some live action now. But yeah, you mentioned the win before, mate. We all went skiing a bit. We had to grab a pole there and pull this marquee back to earth. That was quite a intense little moment. But yeah, look, the conditions here today are a bit swirly, but the players seem relatively unaffected on the court. But yeah, you will see some high balls take a different shape on their way back to earth here.
Yeah, and for our viewers at home, I did have a chat to the players on court regarding the wind. So essentially, the ball, or the wind rather, is heading directly to camera, blowing left to right. So as a result, if you are further away or on the opposing side, they will have to hit the ball a bit softer, as it will travel very quickly towards us here. On the broadcast, as that is in the kitchen, unfortunately, we have a side out here. And once again, Cunliffe and Tweed will be bringing it in.
2-6-1.
That one just goes wide there off the Lou paddle. They've rocketed out to a nice little lead here, though, Dylan, in this gold medal match of the 65-plus category.
Oh, it's a great smash.
Second server.
I have to say, Adam, I was having a look at these players while we got blown around by the wind and how they were playing, but I really like the way that Leo plays the ball. He almost has a scorpion smash-esque style. Gets really low to the ground, slaps the ball down. He's had a fair bit of success with it thus far, and as a result, they find themselves with a bit of a lead to get us started. We have another side out once more.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much pickleball they've played together, but they do look like a good pairing, Sylvester and Liao.
Oh, speed up is good. Yep.
And not a little bad play there by Cunliffe, but great shot down the side line there from Sylvester. That one just tucking inside the line.
7-3-1.
Oh, what a drop. My goodness, that was unreal.
Great little dink there by Tweed in the kitchen, him and his partner Cunliffe there. Both going for the same ball. Tweed getting the paddle on it, but Cunliffe with the great finish there to drop that one.
Here we go. They're starting to find some form. There's 2 great shots in a row resulting in a side out. Can they build some points on the board?
3-7-1. Point.
That was like ripping a chainsaw to get started there. Look at the movement on the ball.
4-7-1.
3-point game. Oh,
Second server.
yeah, that'll count. Smash hits the net.
Sylvester there just rubbing his chin. He knows he got a little bit lucky there with that net cord. Great defence there by Tweed to just to send that ball high and make Sylvester play one more shot.
4-7-2.
That's a great leave.
Point.
I think everyone held their breath. And it just landed out. As a result, points on the board, 4-point game.
5-7-2.
Oh, 3-point game, my apologies.
Foot fault.
Ooh, that stings.
Foot fault.
And I was about to say a lovely overhand
volley,
smash there by Sylvester,
Momentum
but
carried him into the friction.
as you can hear from the referee through our microphone, the foot fault was called on Sylvester.
6-7-2.
And this game has just got a little bit tighter here, Dylan. That's the smash he was looking for.
Yeah, and he pointed to the kitchen. Yeah, my big toe's not in there. Give me that ball.
Seven, 6-1.
And I found, Adam, we typically
Second
find this from
server.
the 65 plus division across the games around the country. Traditionally, a lot more slice applied on the ball. We have a lot of
76.
ex-squash players that come across that are in this category. As a result, you will see a lot of spin.
Point.
Yeah, there is a lot of control you can actually get from slicing the ball, and it's certainly a lot of people's comfortable spot. So you're going to see it a lot in the serves as well.
8-6-2.
Good firefight, great hand, Sylvester securing that one. I got to say, Adam, we have a rare opportunity for an amazing pun. And then we have Tweety Bird versus Sylvester.
9-6-2.
The old Looney Tunes shout out there. I just realised, I was looking at the scoreboard, I was like, my goodness. We'll
Very,
see
very
who-
good, Dylan,
Yeah.
by you.
Side
Very
out.
sharp early in the morning.
We
What was in your coffee? That you
got a wild imagination. I think it was because we were talking to our sponsors earlier today with Love Pickleball. They've done up a book for pickleball with all of the children. It's a fantastic little illustrated book, so maybe I've
6-9-1.
got cartoons on my mind.
Nice offensive
server.
play here from Sylvester. Just forcing Cunliffe and Tweed to stay on that
6-9-2.
baseline, popping balls high.
Side out.
And I almost mentioned it earlier. We discussed applying spin on the ball, but in windy conditions, sometimes it can go against you. As that one there has just kicked way wide. I want to remind our viewers, whoever's at home watching this later on the PAA YouTube
9-6-1.
channel, this is a Wednesday. We have packed courts here at KDV for a Wednesday tournament of this size. Just
Point.
goes to show how much the Australian pickleball scene loves
Timeout,
getting around
receiver.
these tournaments. Easily the biggest tournament we've had in Australia thus far. We have a timeout on the side. Yep, the fella's just confirming. So Leo and Sylvester having a
New time of 1 minute.
little bit of a lead here. The timeout being called from Cunliffe and Tweed.
Well, it's been a pretty good match so far. The scoreboard blew out a little bit. I think there was a 5-point deficit in there, but Cunliffe and Tweed certainly hit their straps, got some consecutive points going there and brought the score all the way back in a little bit. Just called the timeout here just to compose himself. Obviously, we are first to 11 here, Dylan. Best of 3 games for the gold medal in the 65 plus. And the conditions are lovely. There is a little bit of wind swirling around. However, it just adds to the extra excitement, to be honest, Dylan.
Yeah, and I think outdoor play, you know, obviously the beauty of a tournament pushing close to 1,300 players, we are going to get indoor dedicated players. So the wind is definitely something that the players need to, get accustomed to very quickly, because it's going to be here. We aren't that far away from the ocean here in Gold Coast, and as a result,
6-1.
swirly
Time
conditions in play.
10-6-1.
10-6-1, game point. Ooh, the recovery, that's okay. He didn't hit the ball. So no kitchen fault there.
11-6.
Game one on board for Sylvester and Liao. They're going to quick paddle tap,
2 minutes,
swap sides of the court.
2 minutes
As
break.
our officials just said, we do have a 2-minute timer.
Hey Siri, set a timer.
We are going to bounce into a commercial break, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back live straight after this.
You push yourself to perform. So do we. For over 25 years, investors have trusted Trilogy Funds to maximise income while preserving capital. So for income performance, invest with Trilogy Funds.
And welcome back to the 2024 Trilogy Funds Australian Pickleball Championships. My name's Adam Hall. Joining me in commentary is Dylan Kimlin. You're watching the gold medal match in the 65+ division. We're into game 2 now after Liao and Sylvester took out game 1. Game 2 underway now.
Point. One zero two.
And a great shot down the middle there by Sylvester, Dylan.
Yeah, drive down the middle is good. And that's got to be a confidence booster. Coming straight after the game 1 victory, immediately striking the ball well.
And again down the middle, Dylan.
Yep. The old analogy, middle is the riddle at the moment. Combination of Cunliffe and Tweed scratching heads. They need to figure it out. They cannot let this game slip away. If it is, it's all over Red Rover. 3-0.
3-0-2.
Great dig
Side
off his
out.
feet there by Tweed. And maybe just those balls that went through the middle there, Dylan, just maybe hard to read. The wind is coming towards the camera quite strongly.
Ball is dead.
Yeah, that'll be a reserve. You cannot serve the ball until the official calls
Right.
the score.
3-0-1. Point.
And jabbing at it there from Sylvester as a result. First points on the board for his opposition.
1-3-1. Second server. One, 3-2.
We've now got Cunliffe at the baseline to serve in.
There we go. He called his own ball out. As we do have an official on the court, however.
2-3-2.
She had to wait for Cunliffe to call it out. Oh, hands.
Side out.
He would be a scary prospect to go up against in the kitchen, Adam Sylvester. Like, look at the length of his arms.
And he just reads it so well. Obviously, the previous game, they were on the other side of the net.
3-2-1.
They certainly are the ones that have adapted to the conditions quickest at the change of ends.
Oh, well read. I was going to say that was a solid fifth shot
Second
drop there
server.
from Sylvester for Liao to come across and poach. But as a result, Cunliffe read it very well. Flicked it down the right side where no one was there.
3-2-2.
Terrific play.
Point.
And the commentator's curse immediately kicks in. Don't praise players, Dylan. You'll learn the hard way. Cunliffe, unfortunately, into the net.
4-3-2. 4-3-2. Sorry, correction. 4-2-2. Sorry, gentlemen. Score is 4-2-2. Side out.
And for our viewers at home that are considering coming down and spectating the APC, we
2-4-1.
can safely say you're going to have a ball here. We're down at KDV Sport in the Gold Coast. If you are considering popping on down, we are live from Wednesday to Monday, action-packed pickleball
Second
days. Throughout the whole time, highly recommend coming on down. We've got a lot of spectators here already.
2-4-2.
Fair to say it's better than working, Adam.
I can't disagree with that. Oh, and the net roll.
Slider.
Liao there. Tricky one to pick up because I think the ball came at him quicker and he
4-2-1.
got his paddle to it and wasn't able to get a full follow through on that, but was grateful for the net roll there.
Bang.
Second server.
Cunliffe again.
And a great finish there by Cunliffe. That ball just a little bit too high. Yeah, you mentioned before how great of an event it is down here. We've, of course, got the event village. We've got at least a dozen stall holders down here. Not all pickleball related either, Dylan. Some great stall holders.
It's really good, hey, like to see people that aren't necessarily in our sport get involved with our sport. The general vibe we had from our stall holders this morning, Adam and I had a chance to have a chat to quite a few of them. And everyone's having a great time. It's been a really nice start to our tournament. And, you know, it's really good to see the sponsors and the stall holders just enjoying themselves. Like they realise, oh yeah, this is actually a really fun event. We're happy to be here.
Side out.
And Cunliffe there, just maybe paying the price for being a little bit too cute there. He's got great
4-2-1.
touch, Cunliffe.
Point.
Well, that was almost the perfect team manoeuvre there with Cunliffe and Tweed. Cunliffe with the air swing. Tweed had his back, though. Was able to get a backhand in to keep that rally going. But Sylvester and Liao, they're looking to score some points and run away with this one. They took out game one. This is, of course, the gold medal match of the 65 plus. And that's the fourth down the middle. And Cunliffe and Tweed, they're having all sorts of problems with those balls through the middle. That was probably the toughest of the four, to be quite fair.
Six, 2-1. Second server.
Nice work there by Tweed, just to get that ball at the feet of Sylvester there, make him play a very tricky
6-2-2.
shot.
Point.
Well left there by Sylvester. Sylvester and Liao now gaining points, 7-2.
7-2-2.
Oh, top of the paddle.
Point.
I haven't had a chance to have a look at the medals yet, Adam. Have you seen them?
No, I haven't yet, but we're on the precipice of seeing them because
Yeah.
this is, of course, the gold medal match for the 65 plus.
First medal game of the day.
Side out.
We've got a really nice crowd around the court at the
Yeah.
moment too, Dylan. There's plenty of spectator seats,
2,
plenty
8,
of spectator areas around each court, actually, not just championship court here. Oh, Sylvester commanding the court. Liao, step out of the way. Sylvester's coming through.
Yeah, not wrong. I mean, to be fair, though, if your partner's got the momentum like he did, just let him go.
2-8-2.
It's a great shot.
Yeah, pickleball is a lot about flow, Dylan, and when your partner is taking those commanding positions, it's best just to let them keep hitting, to be quite frank.
3-8-2.
I've had a bit of a
Side out.
flashback at him. Sylvester's shirt reminds me, you know, the old school milkshake cups you used to get in diners and whatnot. Immediately, I look at that and I just see that design. Think of a vanilla milkshake on a warm day.
Oh, lovely backhand there by Sylvester. I think you're thinking about the flavouring that they sort of put around the inside of the cup.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
can
yeah.
see that now,
Yeah.
Dylan. Very niche analogy, but
It's all right, mate.
9-3-1.
Maybe I was eyeing off the yummy food and drink that our tournament has provided. Got a terrific bunch of stalls. As I mentioned, if you are coming in to watch
Second server.
or play, we've got your food and beverages provided. Speaking of beverages, massive shout out to KDV Sport. They've
9-3-2.
finished the bar, and my goodness, it looks fantastic.
Point.
I already know there's going to be a bunch of our players enjoying a cool beverage and watching the games.
10-3-2.
10-3-2, Dylan, bringing up championship point.
Side out.
But we'll have to wait a little bit longer as Tweed and Cunliffe get an opportunity now.
3-10-1.
Lots of work required here, Dylan.
That's
Second
unfortunate.
server.
Could see what he was attempting there too, as Sylvester was caught at the baseline, trying to keep him back. Unfortunately, a bit too much oomph in it. Goes wide.
3-10-2.
I wonder, as we have another, yeah, get the crowd involved. I do wonder, speaking of the crowd, whether our players would be a little bit intimidated with so many
4-10-2.
people watching at them.
Point.
Yeah, you could be onto something, but I dare say the support would be very, very welcome. It'd be nice to be cheered on. And this is the
5-10-2.
biggest tournament in the country. So there's lots of spectators willing to cheer on their fellow competitors. Oh, that was probably the rally of this match, to be
Yeah.
quite
Side
frank,
out.
Dylan.
Yeah, it was a solid defensive effort from Cunliffe and Tweed, but in the end, just the sheer firepower from their opposition got the job done. We have a gold medal point.
Second server.
And they can't do it on that one, Dylan. They get another opportunity now with Liao,
10-5-2.
the second server.
Oh, Sylvester keeps out of the kitchen, does well.
Game. Point. Game.
And in a poetic
Congratulations,
fashion,
gentlemen.
that one just goes straight through the middle. That was number 5 for this match. A great performance there by Liao and Sylvester to take home the gold in the 65-plus category. They really did put in such a strong and commanding performance. Game 1, taking that one out in Game 2. Congratulations, Sylvester and Liao.
You can see Cunliffe also cheering on. He's happy to win his medal here for the 2024 Trilogy Funds Australian Pickleball Championships. And our first medal of the day, what a great one to finish this game 2 on. As it looks like we have our next set of games getting ready to go, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to bounce into a commercial break. Be back live straight after this to get stuck into our next gold medal match here at APC.
You push yourself to perform. So do we. For over 25 years, investors have trusted Trilogy Funds to maximize income while preserving capital. So for income performance, invest with Trilogy Funds.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the 2024 Trilogy Funds Australian Pickleball Championships. About to get underway with our next game. We have our gold medal for the gentlemen on court currently for the 70-plus men's doubles division, 3.5 and above. This is an AR event, and we have a stacking side to get us underway. Di Bartolo and Reeves furthest from camera. Their opposition, Peterson and Solomon's closest to us. This will be a fiery one. I've had the pleasure of covering these gentlemen plenty of times before. And they're all quality players and will no doubt tear it up on the court. Julie Campbell, our referee for this one. 3 games to 11, win by 2. Should we get to a third game, the players will swap at 6, utilising the Franklin X40s. Franklin, the official ball of Pickleball Australia. And it looks like the first points on the board for the combination of Peterson and Solomons. Score's currently 2-0-1. Gary's on a tear to get going. Now, I've had the pleasure of versing Solomons and Peterson in the past out at KT Academy at Mooloolaba, and let me tell you, they have a very solid pickleball game. Shake and bake, great defense. Reeves digging that one out. Earning the side out, 0-2-1. Reeves will bring it in once more. So we can see, ladies and gentlemen, that Reeves and Di Bartolo are looking to... Whoa, he's gone nearly. Forever the character, Di Bartolo. He's always got a grin on his face. Currently 1-2-1. They are stacking, so Reeves will always be on the right side of the court, or rather the left side, with his forehand down the middle. Good speed up, catches Peterson off guard. Tied game, 2 apiece. As we can see here, stacking formation. Reeves will shuffle across. Now for Mickey Di Bartolo, he's got some quick hands of the net, so he's playing that right side position, which is traditionally a bit more of a support play style. However, if he gets in a hands battle, he'll be taken on Ken Solomons. Solomons plays a bit more of a traditional pickleball play style, methodical approach, whereas Peterson is all out, guns blazing, got a wicked drive, great lob recovery, ball still live, and that gets sent into the stands. Oh, we've got a kitchen call here from our second official, Alison Juan.
His right foot touching the kitchen.
My co-commentator, Adam Hall, is jumping in with me here.
Hello, Dylan.
How are we, mate? I saw you having a good old chat to a bunch of the players. It's a good conversational group at the moment. Oh, there we go. We've got some Yeppoon legends jumping in the crowd, giving us a big wave. But good vibe thus far.
Great vibe, mate. I was actually just having a good chat with Kristen Williams, and she's hosting one of our Australians that's now living over in Maui, who's actually travelled over to participate in the 2024 Trilogy Funds Australian Pickleball Championship. So it was really good to actually have a bit of a chat there. I've been to Hawaii. The pickleball scene over there is really, really good. You know, the difference between, I guess, Australia and Hawaii and America, there's just so many community more courts.
Yeah.
And that's something that we're sort of building towards here in this country as pickleball continues to, gain so much more popularity. So, yeah, anytime anyone goes out of Hawaii, take your pickleball paddle because there's plenty of courts to actually play on.
And that ball goes long. That'll be a 1-point lead thus far for Peterson and Solomons. And speaking of our international viewers, If you are watching via the Pickleball Australia Association Facebook page, keep in mind you can catch all the footage on the PAA YouTube channel as well under the live events tab. We have a action-packed week for you. Wednesday to Monday, all the streams will be available. We've got so many international visitors getting amongst the Australian pickleball scene, and we welcome you with open arms. We had a flood of Kiwis go past the commentary booth earlier. And I know that the New Zealand scene is heavily represented here as well. Great to see. And we've got a bit of a firefight to get us started here, Adam.
Yeah, Di Bartolo and Reeves. They certainly have some big shots at their disposal here. Especially Di Bartolo. It's quite the cannon of the arm. Great service action there.
And it's interesting here, Adam, in that Di Bartolo and Reeves have opted to not use the stack anymore. That's how they did start the game. And as I mentioned, Mickey has some lethal hands at the net, getting himself amongst it. The finest mustache in Australian pickleball.
Great attack shaping up there by Reeves. Lovely shot to the baseline there, and then the attack came in, but his momentum unfortunately pushed that ball long. There is a fair breeze that is coming towards the camera, so that would have actually helped send that ball long. And just maybe a little bit of an adjustment. This is, of course, game one, Dylan, of this match.
Yeah, and we've mentioned it throughout the broadcast thus far that the wind is definitely having an effect on our players on court. Unfortunately, another foot foul. Mickey's got the big toe in the kitchen. But as a result, for our viewers at home, the wind is heavily blowing towards the right side of camera. So if you're at home now, we can see our photographer, Paul, in the shot. Paul, your currently head is in the way. There we go. Thanks, mate. So, anyway, that was a great timing, because that's exactly where the wind's blowing to, the bottom right side of screen. Currently 7-5-1. Solomon's Peterson enjoying a bit of a lead. Oh, there he is, Gary down the left side. That's what he's known for.
That was a brilliant forehand down the sideline there, Dylan, especially in these conditions.
He is scary to go up against. Adam, Gary has a wicked drive, that's for sure. Currently 8-5, Peterson still serving. Oh, 9-5 quick points on the board. Ball hitting the Yola net. Thank you for Yola for getting behind the Australian pickleball scene and supporting the 2024 Trilogy Funds Australian Pickleball Championships. And they're on a bit of a roll here. Keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, that each team does get 2 timeouts and 1 medical timeout, with a match point looming. 10-5. Do wonder if a timeout might have been the right option. Ball goes live, never mind.
And crucially for Di Bartolo and Reeves, they regain service here. Opportunity to peg this one back. And cheap points will certainly help there. Peterson, unfortunately, manhandling that one out.
Oh, Mickey. What a shot. Sheer athleticism on display for our gentleman on the court, flicking it down the right side, earning that point.
And the score is 7-10 to Di Bartolo and Reeves, accumulating some nice points now. Oh, beautiful touch there by Reeves.
Yeah, and they're creeping back into this one. 2-point game. Defending a game point as well. Terrific effort thus far from Di Bartolo and Reeves. Looks like Peterson, is challenging that. Confirmed by official Campbell that it is in thus far. 9-10, 1-point game. And that's gone long. Tied game. What a comeback.
Well, Dylan, I was about to say, what a superb little run here. Coming back from 5-10 down, saving a match point, to now being 10-10. Second server.
And now they have the lead. Yep, we can see Di Bartolo putting the hands up there, just questioning whether it is win by 2. Can confirm it is. 2-point pickleball. Essentially, the side must have a 2-point lead to secure the victory. Solomons and Peterson now defending. Game point. That's a wonderful drive. Side out. They survive. I thought Solomons was considering the shake and bake there, but opted to let it go with that strong wind, carries wide. Smart play. All the ones, 11-11-1.
What a ripping forehand that was, and Di Bartolo just staring at that line. Unfortunately for him, it was in. Beautiful shot there by Peterson.
Another game point. Ooh, you can see the shape on that ball too. Currently 11-12-1. Di Bartolo and Reeves with 1-point deficit.
And we're even Steven again, Dylan.
How high can we go? Only one way to find out. We are going to point out the paddle switch there from Di Bartolo.
It was smooth, Dylan,
Yeah.
but that ball was a little bit too high, I thought.
He's got better hand-eye coordination than me. Oh, service error, that stings. Side out once more. Ah, Mickey. That's a terrific shot. Subtly dropping it into the kitchen like me at 3 a.m. pinching some mint slices at him. So we have a second serve at 12-12-2. And again. You didn't give me a look of approval there, Adam. Are you a Tim Tam man?
Well, at 3 a.m. I'm a lot of different men at 3 a.m. I'm kebab man.
Yeah.
I'm Snickers man. I'm hot noodles man.
Yeah.
As little effort as possible, but chocolates is a great go-to at 3
Yeah,
a.m.
not wrong. Di Bartolo does sound like a fancy kind of chocolate brand, doesn't it?
Sounds delicious.
Oh, Ken. Sneaky returns fire. Yeah. Mickey's like, all right, you can do it too. Fair enough. Side out again. The gentleman putting on a show for our spectators. They're just trading blows at the moment.
What exquisite touch there by Di Bartolo.
Entertainment deluxe here in Gold Coast. Solomon's getting caught. Great footwork there by Reeves to recover.
And that ball just getting caught up in the breeze there, sailing long. We're seeing numerous side outs now, Dylan. Got to win by 2 from this point. Which side wants it? And we're seeing some beautiful touch at this kitchen line to force the errors.
Oh, fist pump there by Di Bartolo. He knows how much that point is worth. 1 point lead, 1 point to go. Should they secure this point, they will win game 1. Top of the paddle. And that will do it. Thrilling game to get us started here. 14-12, quick paddle tap. The gentleman will have a 2-minute breather, and then we'll jump into our second game of this gold medal. We're going to bounce into a commercial break, ladies and gentlemen, here at the Trilogy Funds 2024 Australian Pickleball Championships. We'll be back live straight after this.
You push yourself to perform. So do we. For over 25 years, investors have trusted Trilogy Funds to maximize income while preserving capital. So for income performance, invest with Trilogy Funds.
Welcome back, everyone. Game 2 underway. We've got Peterson and Solomons furthest from screen. They are serving. Ooh, went for the shoulder check. Mickey's got his dancing shoes on, got out of the way. Big grin on his face as always. Oh, Gary into the net. First points on the board for Di Bartolo and Reeves. Currently find themselves 1-0-1. Oh, no. They're all getting on board with the cheeky shots. Unfortunately, too soft in the end. And that's sent into the crowd. We had a Brad Kluss there on the right side, ready to grab it. Doesn't look the same, Adam. He shaved his big beard off.
I did see that, all for a good cause.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I can't give him too much cheek about it.
Yeah, there's a bit of crowd participation happening because we have a magnificent crowd here, Dylan, at the 2024 Trilogy Funds Australian Pickleball Championships. We're here at Championship Court, where there is various spectator seating available, as well as a VIP section, Dylan, for all our wonderful sponsors.
I just love that it's a Wednesday and we've got packed crowds. Oh, my goodness. This weekend is going to be an absolute ball. If you are considering coming on down to spectate or just watch pickleball for the first time, this is a tournament you cannot miss here at KDV Sports in the Gold Coast. Ball goes long. Solomons and Peterson secure their first points of the board. Oh, my apologies. Second points on the board. 2-2. Unfortunately, Mickey, if you go for a behind the back shot, the ball can't be right at your belly.
And a nice play there by Solomons to just dink it at the feet of Di Bartolo there. Make that a tricky one to dig out.
Yep.
And a great finish there by Solomons. Overhead smash.
Yeah, these two have played together quite a bit down in Sunny Coast, and as a result, the shake and bake. Peterson with the drive, Solomons with the finish. Ooh, they're taking each other on. This is good. Bit of spice in the pot.
Really impressed with the way that Reeves moves, Dylan, and the way that he strikes his backhands. He's clearly got a racket sports background, and he hits the ball so pure.
Oh, it's in.
And Di Bartolo with the fist raise. You can classify that as a lob, Dylan.
Yeah.
Beautiful into the wind.
Right in the corner.
Didn't the crowd enjoy that?
Yeah.
The soft applause.
Ooh, Gary had the chance. Couldn't capitalise. Yeah, and you're right about the applause, Adam. Just the vibe at the moment. There's a genuine buzz here at APC 2024. And that's been sent into the crowd, ironically. Speaking of Trilogy Funds, we had a good chat to the Trilogy Funds team earlier today, and they will be joining us at some point for an interview. They are watching this game as we speak. Enjoying the spectacle. Let's see if this goes in the corner again. Oh no, Gary. He is not having much luck in that back left corner.
Well, you might have heard the audible gust coming through the microphone there. That was tricky, swirly conditions, and unfortunately there for Peterson. Just caught him out a little bit.
Oh, what a pickup. Oh, read it well. Ankle's broken. Solomon's flicking it down the right side. Terrific play.
And Dylan, we mentioned earlier in the broadcast, KDV Sport just completed their sports bar. And if you're a player or a spectator, you can go into that sports bar. Not only can you get a meal, but you can also watch the live stream of this broadcast.
Right.
So hello to anyone that's already in there. We hope you're enjoying the facilities at this wonderful facility, which is KDV Sport here on the Gold Coast, host of the 2024 Trilogy Funds Australian Pickleball Championships. Our first year here, hoping for a long-lasting partnership here. We've got 40 pickleball courts, including this marvellous championship court.
And there we go.
And we're starting to see the cream rise to the top. With Solomons there with another powerful overhead smash. Been quite commanding in this game. Game 2 of this gold medal match.
And we have our first time out of the game. Di Bartolo's gone for a wander. You mentioned the bar. Adam, I imagine, considering my experience with the Australian pickleball fan base, there will be some of the usual suspects over there watching the games as we speak, as well as the beanbag situation. We have a massive TV set over near the player village, and I do know that a couple of the players are there watching as we speak. Shout out to you all if you are over there watching enjoying some yummy food, checking out all the sponsors' wares. It's an absolute spectacle, Adam, and it's a pleasure to be here to cover all of our games thus far. And we've got plenty more games for you today as the gentlemen return to court. Peterson and Solomons have started strong here after losing that game 1. They would like to continue building that momentum.
Di Bartolo and Reeves, they took out our first game. We're into game 2 here.
And game 2 secured. Peterson and Solomons getting the job done. We're going to game 3, ladies and gentlemen. Quick paddle tap, quick ad break. We'll be back live straight after this with a message from our sponsors.
You push yourself to perform. So do we. For over 25 years, investors have trusted Trilogy Funds to maximize income while preserving capital. So for income performance, invest with Trilogy Funds.
Welcome back, everyone. Dylan Kimlin, Adam Hall here for our game 3 for this gold medal match of the 2024 Trilogy Funds Australian Pickleball Championships. The gentlemen returned to the court. They've had a bit of a breather and a bit of a chat. They were under the shade having a good old yarn with the spectators, but we can get started. Keep in mind, as this is a game 3, we will rotate at 6. And with such a windy conditions than we have currently, the swapping just ensures full fairness for all teams. That's a wonderful forehand roll there by Reeves.
Yeah, I said earlier, he's got some fantastic touch, does Reeves. As does Peterson, but on that occasion, unfortunately, he just couldn't get that one over.
Oh, shoulder check into the crowd. James Charlie with the hands, can't catch it.
Well, in that rally there, Dylan, what about the pickup from Di Bartolo?
Yeah.
Seen it a couple of times now.
I find it fascinating, Adam. We talked about it earlier in the broadcast with the last division that we showcased, in that there was a lot of spin in that game. Whereas this game, we're not seeing much at all. Just the different divisions have different play styles. It's fantastic to see.
I've been thoroughly impressed with how the speed of foot on Reeves. His ability to get from baseline to kitchen line.
Talk about footwork. Backhand flick is good. Peterson getting caught. And we expected a fiery game 3. That is exactly what we've got on our hands. Keep in mind you can catch all the footage on the Pickleball Australia Facebook page and YouTube channel. If you are watching on the YouTube channel, remember to go to the live events tab. Oh my goodness, Reeves like a border collie running in to get that one out of the kitchen. Unfortunately, Di Bartolo didn't have the touch to finish it off. Terrific hustle.
Well, that rally had some great play. A couple of lobs, the touch, the speed work. We are really, truly being treated to a great game here. We're into game 3 of this encounter. It's been a real seesawing affair, to be quite honest.
Peterson's had a couple of errors here in the last 2 minutes or so. Typically very reliable on court. And that game 3 pressure constantly applied. Oh, never mind, disregard everything I just said. Very confident strike of the ball.
Well, he showed you, Dylan, with that beautiful, sublime forehand. Straight down the sideline there. That one just sailing wide off the Solomon's paddle. Yeah, we've seen some great play from Peterson, and Solomons. Peterson with his great forehands, and Solomons with an exquisite overhead smash. Really hits through the ball. Generally, it doesn't come back.
Oh, Reeves had the opportunity. That may have been going long. I was just thinking, Adam, in that we've seen multiple little soft drops into the kitchen throughout this game, or all 3 games thus far. And it does make me wonder if that's because of the wind. The players don't want to be hitting it long at risk of it going out. 1-2-2. Oh, there he is. Gary ripping it down the middle.
That's really nice touch with that roll. Yeah, I think you bring up a good point, Dylan. Obviously, closest to camera is the direction of the wind. So, you know, your really strong sort of drives are coming from this end of the court. On the other side, you don't want to be hitting it too hard.
Okay. Peterson is finding form. Double drive, double success.
Down the middle again there. What a shot there by Solomons. He's also got a forehand, Dylan.
Oh, Ken Oaf. Yes, he does. Ken Solomons from Sunny Coast with a terrific drive. That corner. What is that? That corner has been pegged multiple times. We'll have to name it. See how many balls can land in it.
Only 2 points in this one. No one's really showing who's going to be the dominant side at this point in time. It's been such a great game, this one. 1 game apiece into the 3rd and deciding game. Oh,
Speed
body
up.
bag situation there, Dylan. Nothing Di Bartolo could do to get out of that one.
Yeah, the fellas with a cheeky exchange. All love on the court, medals on the line, they understand. Oh, he got targeted again. That was a terrific pickup there from Reeves, but unfortunately take 2, Gary Peterson smacking it down the middle.
Beautiful finish there by Peterson. Look, if you're unfamiliar what a body bag is as well, tuning in for your first time watching the 2024 Trilogy Funds Australian Pickleball Championships. What a shot that was by Peterson. Jeez, he's really found his touch now, Dylan.
Yeah, and the fellas are going to rotate sides.
And a body bag is when you collect the body of your opponent. Shame isn't the right word, but there is a little element of shame when you do get struck by that ball.
Yeah, I mean, it is a bit different to a shoulder check. So shoulders, obviously, you're aiming for the high shoulder, can often catch opposition off guard, but a body bag straight at the belly. Dare I say it's a little bit more of a statement shot, but considering the class on display with our men on court, it's also a risky proposition considering they can rifle it back just as quick. Di Bartolo was ready for that, had the dance moves on. You can just see there on the back left side of screen, we've got the white sleeves in force. Our referee presence here at the 2024 Trilogy Funds Australian Pickleball Championships. They're everywhere, and we thank them very much for getting on board and assisting all of our players. We have 2 for this game. Julie Campbell teaming up with Alison Juan as a shadowing referee. Thank you, ladies, keeping everyone in check.
And that ball was just too high by Reeves there. The change of ends also sees a change in conditions for these players, Dylan. Maybe Reeves just adjusting too much for the wind blowing in his face, putting that ball a little bit too high. And a strong serve there by Peterson.
Oh, yes. And that's out. ATP indeed. Terrific play, Peterson.
Well, my jaw dropped. That was a fantastic ATP there by Solomons.
Oh, man.
Had to be defended by Reeves, but his ball just went wide.
There's the corner again, and it works. This game has got everything. Entertainment on display here for your Wednesday at KDV Sport. 8-3-2. Reeves fires back, earns that side out. The time is now for the team closest to the camera. Need to start getting some points on the board.
Di Bartolo just trying a move he tried earlier before with that lob. Was successful the previous time, unfortunately not on this occasion. And put away nicely there by Peterson. Peterson Solomons regain the serve here, 8-3 in this third and final game.
Great serve, ace, at a critical moment. Gary finds himself 2 points away from the gold. And then follows it up with a serve into the net. Solomons has such a good third shot drop, as we see on display. Absolutely nails it, and as a result, finds himself in a gold medal point situation. 10-3. Oh, the net roll and the gold medal will go to Peterson and Solomon's terrific effort. For the combination of DiBartolo and Reeves, they have put on an absolute show for our viewers here, securing the silver medal. Thank you to our officials, Campbell and Juan, for calling this one. And as always, thank you for tuning in. This is the 2024 Trilogy Funds Australian Pickleball Championships. Gold medal secured. And we have plenty more pickleball action for you via the Pickleball Association Australia YouTube channel and Facebook page. We're going to jump into a commercial break, ladies and gentlemen, before we get stuck into our next game here at KDV Sport.
You push yourself to perform. So do we. For over 25 years, investors have trusted Trilogy Funds to maximize income while preserving capital. So for income performance, invest with Trilogy Funds.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 2024 Trilogy Funds Australian Pickleball Championships. What we've got here on screen right now is the 65-plus women's gold medal match for the 2.99 and under division. No points have been scored thus far. You've just joined us at the beginning of this match, and we're really looking forward to this one. Joining me in commentary, Dylan Kimlin.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to KDV Sport. Back underway. We've got some legends here from the Northern Rivers Pickleball team representing closest to camera. I've had the pleasure of calling these ladies in the past. Terrific players. And no doubt this will be a great game.
And what an overhead smash there from Janet McOslin. Apologies, Janet. That was some great skill shown right now. Love the matching uniforms, Dylan. The Northern Rivers ladies, they've come to play. They look the goods.
I mean, Northern Rivers have been around for a long time. One of the biggest clubs as well. And well represented. Still 0-0. Oh, good hands, firefight secured. And the old third shot lob works. First points on the board.
A nice deep return there by Judy Tweed. Just catching Marion Luke a little off guard there.
0-1-1.
It should be said that closest to camera is the direction of the breeze. There is some strong gusts coming in, so it's something that the players have to get used to. You're going to see a lot of strong drives from the end closest to camera just to get that ball back over the net. Great finish down the middle there by Vicky Drew.
Yeah, terrific finish. And speaking of Tweed, this is our second Tweed we've had on the broadcast thus far. Been great to see the last name getting represented in multiple games. Tied game, one piece. Oh, good pickup. Great footwork, secures the point.
Yes, the Tweeds, the husband and wife. Dare I say it? Will we see them in mixed doubles together, you reckon, Dylan?
We might have our first triple crown potential here, Adam. And, you know, this is probably the first tournament we've had where we might have a quad crown. Multiple players playing 4 events.
1-2-1.
What do we even call that? We've got to come up with a catchy name. If you are viewing at home, let us know in the comments section. What should we... Quattro, there we go. Our
2-2-1.
producer, Dave, chiming in. A Quattro crowd.
I like the sound of Quattro Crown.
3-2-1.
Oh, some great volleying on
Foot fault.
display, but a foot fault called.
Foot fault. Foot fault.
Marion Luke, I don't think she's realised yet they've crossed
Foot
sides.
fault.
Yeah, that's a bummer. That was a terrific rally, but as the rule dictates, if your feet are in the kitchen when you hit the ball on the full, 'tis a fault. Just push to the left side, side out once more, 2-3-1.
2-3-1.
Confirmed in, great shot.
2-3-2.
And that ball just going wide there off the Tweed paddle. Nice looking drive there from Luke. As I mentioned earlier, the wind is blowing in the Northern Rivers girls' face.
That recovery was terrific. I think everyone just stood still for a little bit there. Managed to get it back. Unfortunately, a smash was waiting on the other end.
Three, two, two.
Seeing a lot of volleying in this game here, Dylan. It's quite exciting actually to watch.
That's terrific.
Plenty of balls being hit on the full, plenty of fast reflexes required from all ladies on this court. This is, of course, a gold medal match for the 65 women's.
I always find it funny, Adam, in that when I coach newer players, they come in and they may be in this age demographic and they think, oh, you know, this will be a pleasant, fun game to play. It's like, no. Like, it's on for young and old, fair to say.
Big time.
Players on court are proving my point.
Yeah, we just saw a smash there by Marion Luke that was hit with great venom. Beautiful shot.
3, 2, 1.
A great reset there by Janet McOslin to the feet of Drew there. Drew did really good job there to dig that out.
3, 2, 2.
Force the error.
Oh, the wind kicked in. And that just died. Unfortunate there. As the players have earned a side out once more.
2, 3, 1.
Oh, great hands. Smack down the left side. Good pickleball on display.
Well, I'm loving this, Dylan, to be quite frank. This is awesome pickleball. Some of these volley exchanges requiring such sharp reflexes, and some of these putaways. Clean, crisp, precise.
Oh, talking about clean, crisp and precise. Punch down the right side. Terrific play. Talking about precision, we have to give a big shout out to Fabric Texture. One of our sponsors here for the 2024 Trilogy Funds Australian Pickleball Championships. Protection solutions for all of your pickleball courts, rain, play or shine. Thankfully, we have only got the shine here in Gold Coast. A lot of wind on display, however.
Yeah, this wind is cooling things down a little bit, Dylan. I'm quite thankful for that. On court, it can get quite hot. But great conditions here today.
Oh, well left. Thought about it. Big grin on her face. She knows.
4, 3, 1.
And they're on a bit of a roll here. A couple of points secured.
Yeah, Tweed and Drew looking goods here. 5-3-1 up.
5, 3, 1.
Terrific response. Drive down on the knees. The pickup was perfect. Ball's been sprayed into the side. I do find with games like this too, Adam, in that it's a bit of a battle of attrition. The players really chipping away at each other here. Fatigue and fitness do come into play as well.
Yeah, it's certainly a close one, mate. And best of 3 games here in this gold medal match. First to 11. Must win by 2.
5-2.
Oh, terrific smash down the right. Put away with ease.
Yeah, I think there Marion Luke just wish she had her time again. That ball was probably going long with the wind. She put a paddle on it. Was hit up too high and went down the sideline of her teammate in Mick Oslin. They're trying to chase down this small deficit. But Tweed and Drew have just got the side out. That's a nice recovery there from Luke. Just a nice smash to the feet of Tweed there, making it tricky for her to get that ball back. Dylan, we've got the event village at this 2024 Trilogy Funds Australian Pickleball Championships. And we've got so many stall holders.
5-4-2.
Oh, nice smash. Yep.
One in particular I want to mention, mate, is Love Pickleball.
Mm-hmm.
We visited them, and they've got a range of different products, actually. They're not only selling some pink paddles for the McGrath Foundation, but they've actually got a show bag.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just having a chat to some of the Morayfield legends from Morayfield Pickleball, Cyril and Wendy. And they, Cyril had his hands stuck into his show bags. I was having a good laugh with him. I was like, mate, don't you think you're a little bit old for that? He's like, no, every time. So
I love it.
yeah, get around it. The Love Pickleball guys, wonderful couple too. We had a good chat with them earlier today, and they are bringing a mascot on Saturday. I'm very much looking forward to seeing it. Another terrific rally on display. The mascot that we're referring to, as I mentioned earlier in the broadcast, Love Pickleball have a wonderful little pickleball children's book that they illustrated and wrote themselves. For any of the grandmas and grandpas watching, make sure you go and have a look. I bought one myself. Terrific book to be shared. And it sounds like their little one's going to be dressing up as the main character of the book series and coming down on Saturday.
She certainly is. We're hoping to maybe get a few words out of her if she'll indulge us. Mum and Dad weren't sure if she'd be too shy or not, but we'll certainly try for you folks.
Well, she's playing the part well because she's dressing up as a platypus, and anyone that's been fortunate enough to see them in the wild knows that they are incredibly shy. I've had the fortune of swimming with platypuses
7-5-2.
in North Queensland. Oh, nearly. Deep return down the middle ends up with a miscommunication from the Northern Rivers ladies.
5-7-2.
And a quick side out there, Dylan. Hot work there by Tweed and Drew. Recovering serve.
7-5-1.
Got a small advantage on the scoreboard right now in this gold medal match of the 65 women's. 2.99 and under.
7-5-2.
Oh, my goodness. These ladies have had such good finishes throughout this game. Lots of smashing opportunities, hitting it down the line. And both teams doing well in that regard. So it's fair to say, not surprised at all that it's such a close game.
571.
Nice play there all round. Northern Rivers ladies just doing so well to actually keep Tweed and Drew back on their baseline. But that one went wide there off the Luke paddle. Got the second serve now, and unfortunately she's just put it into the net. So that's going to be a side out. Tweed and Drew probably looking to put the foot down here. 7-5 lead in game one of this 65 women's. 2.99 and under match. And we've seen that a few times there, Dylan. That put away there by Marion Luke. She's so consistent.
Yeah, both the Northern Rivers ladies rocking the hustle paddles, who will have a stall set up here at APC. Please pop over and have a look at their wares. Oh, good hands once more. Only a couple of inches over the net. Absolute precision on display.
Nice attack there by Vicky Drew. Just starting to get some points as they edge closer to 11. Trying to close this game one out here, Dylan. Oh, what an attack. But a foot fault's been called.
Dear. We've had a couple kitchen calls thus far. The player's just a tad too enthusiastic.
591.
Another service area. We've seen a couple thus far. The duo closest to camera. Struggling with the wind a bit.
As Vicky Drew just goes to retrieve that Franklin X40 ball, the official ball of the 2024 Trilogy Funds Australian Pickleball Championships.
Oh, reset. Great hands. They were under fire. Did not matter. Side out forced.
951.
And again, these volleys, these exchanges. Loving the play between all four ladies. Northern Rivers girls just looking to try and seek some ascendancy here. They're playing quite well, but they needing to score some points now to get closer to the conclusion of this on the scoreboard. And importantly, they regain serve now.
591.
Back-to-back points here for McGoslin and Luke. Right time to be accumulating points when you're down on the scoreboard.
791.
And we saw this happen in the last game that we broadcasted with the gentlemen. And then there was a bit of a strong comeback in game one, resulting in a victory for the side that was down for the majority of it. Can McGoslin and Luke do the same? Another good smash. Tweed and Drew being very prolific at that kitchen line.
Nine, nine, one.
I believe the last score was counted. So it's... Get a score update from our official.
And the referee just talking to McCausland
No, I
here.
don't think so.
So the ruling is that if the score hasn't been called yet, the ball is still dead. As a result, the serving side
10, 1, 1.
can serve once more. However, if you do serve while the score is being called, that would be counted as a penalty.
Oh,
Lob
great
is good.
lob. Well done.
Game 1 victory going to McCausland and Luke. Close game, and the comeback is secured.
Well, that was a fabulous effort, to be honest, because they were down by 5 points, and they were able to claw that one back.
I shouldn't have said wait.
Well done,
Well, that's-
and congratulations on that game 1. We're going to go to a quick advert. We'll be back very shortly for game 2.
You push yourself to perform. So do we. For over 25 years, investors have trusted Trilogy Funds to maximize income while preserving capital. So for income performance, invest with Trilogy Funds.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Game 2 of this 65 women's gold medal match, 2.99 and under. Game 1 was taken out by McOslin and Luke, who are the furthest on screen from the Northern Rivers. We are picking this one up at the very beginning. There's been no points scored until not now.
Ooh, my
That was a
goodness.
great shot, wasn't it? And they earned the side out to Tweed and Drew, who played a really good game, Dylan, in that Game 1. They actually had the lead. And the way that McOslin and Luke were able to peg this one back, very impressive.
And as you can see, there is the flags blowing in the background. The wind is definitely present, but thankfully the sun isn't really a problem. I know that the heat may have been a concern for some of the players travelling to the Gold Coast. We have had some scorching days in the last couple of weeks, but it's quite cool today, Adam.
Yeah, it's quite comfortable, I guess you could probably describe it as, to be honest, Dylan. The wind certainly making it tricky conditions, but also cooling the courts down. Not too hot.
Oh,
It's a
nice
exchange.
hands.
Yeah, not too hot, especially for our southern interstate travelling players. 1,300 participants in this one, Dylan. Can you believe it?
That's crazy. Historical moment in Australian pickleball history. And to all of our players getting involved, Adam, Dave and I are very excited to be able to have you on the broadcast if you happen to come to our show court. Bang, down the right side, has been pummeled by some terrific shots. We've had lots of the players travelling have messaged me in the last couple of weeks to talk about the broadcast, Adam, and we have a ton of players from around the country and internationally coming in to tune, not only tune into the broadcast, but potentially appear on the broadcast with playing or interviews. Just had Elton from the Tasmanian pickleball scene jump in, and he's asked to be in an interview as well to represent a tournament. Always good to see the Tassie crowd. They are probably finding this a bit warm.
I'm sure they're thrilled, though, to be on the Gold Coast on holiday in these sorts of conditions. If you're tuning in from overseas, October, we're on the southern hemisphere, of course. So it's getting to these warmer seasons down under. Got many international guests, actually, Dylan. Speaking earlier about travellers from Hawaii. Players from across Asia as well. Everyone's welcome at the 2024 Trilogy Funds Australian Pickleball Championships. And we're so happy to have you all here tuning in.
I had a nice Facebook memory pop up, Adam, for the first tournament that I ever covered, and it was actually APC years ago. Gordon Watson and I called that one. And you think about the numbers we had in that tournament, I think it was like 200 players or something. So now we're pushing 1,300. Just the growth of our sport. Crazy to consider.
Well, the president of Pickleball Australia, Jen Ramamurthy, was mentioning in her opening remarks this morning that the first APC was held, I think it was back in 2017, and they had 70 players back then that participated. Fast forward to 2024, 1,300 players. Simply incredible.
We talk about growth. I don't know of any other sports that have grown as quickly as pickleball. In my lifetime, anyway.
Yeah, look, the growth conversation's one, but also the inclusivity. I mean, when you think about it, 1,300 players across so many different ages, so many different skill levels, abilities. We've got junior players, we've got recreational players, we've got para athletes,
Yep.
professionals in the open division.
Well, and now in the Masters division, you know, we're seeing more and more inclusion for our pros. But as I mentioned earlier, also our referees, we have such a large turnout of refs in the Australian pickleball scene, and I don't think people realise how blessed we are to have that. I mention it frequently, but other countries are not as lucky as we are in that regard. To all of our volunteers, we thank you very much. Great pick up.
Oh, that was a wicked pick up there by Marion Luke. The backhand, the flex that she got to place that shot back over the net softly in the kitchen.
5-3-1.
Take a bow. And the net wasn't her friend there, unfortunately. Game one, of course, Dylan, taken out by McOslin and Luke. Furthest to screen, 11-9 was the scoreline in that one.
It's Northern Rivers that are the biggest club in Australia, hey?
I've got a feeling it's the Gold Coast.
No, I think it's...
Gold Coast Pickleball Association has at least 900 plus.
Northern Rivers is over 1,000.
Really?
I'm pretty sure it's Northern Rivers. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Anyone watching, come and tell me off later.
I'll tell you what, Northern Rivers, if you pick the
Ah,
Gold
there we
Coast,
go.
I'll go and get
Northern
one of the
Beaches.
shirts. Oh, Northern Beaches.
Yeah, thank you, Dave. He's quickly told me off. You watch, I'm going to have one of the Northern Beaches. They'll be running over here now, Dylan. I do say, though, I see the Northern Rivers group everywhere, though. So terrific to see them represented so much.
Well, you can't miss them. They've got some quite eye-catching uniforms with this lovely rainbow swirl across their singlets. Do you think it's a rainbow swirl, or might it be a rainbow river, Dylan? Northern Rivers?
Yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah,
I'd be
would,
curious
wouldn't
to have a chat to the players and find out what the story is behind the logo. We have a terrific rally breaking out. Ball goes long, though.
It's fabled that there's a pot of gold at the end of a rainbow. What do you reckon will be at the end of a rainbow river?
Oh, my goodness. You've stumped me there. Here I am thinking, what's the rainbow? See, like, I think like a traditional Australian creek. So we're going to do a Australian spin-off. Maybe the magic pudding.
Yeah, maybe.
Yep. Oh, Christmas time's coming, mate.
I think there might be a picturesque waterfront pub
Oh, fair enough.
with
Yeah.
golden ale. Some beautiful pubs down in the Northern Rivers region.
Well, hopefully the rainbows stay away this week. We don't want any of the big droplets from the sky to come down. As our... Oh, ball's just long. The ladies considered a challenge. They're still discussing it. Yep, they have challenge confirmed out by our official.
Yeah. Yeah. No. Yeah. Yep.
And our officials are just having a conversation.
Just to clarify the score.
Three 7.
3-7-1.
And again, the corner getting blitzed. Terrific efforts with the smashes.
Yeah, Marion Luke there. She's got great court awareness. There's a number of times there that she's found the sideline using that powerful forehand that she's got. She's got great timing of the ball.
3-7-2.
Oh, nearly shake and bake attempt. Just too short, side out.
7-3-1.
McCausland and Luke inching ever closer to that gold medal. Typically what you find at the bottom of a rainbow, Adam.
Very nicely done there, Dylan, to bring that one back full circle. I like it a lot. This, of course, is the gold medal match in the 65 women's 2.99 and under. Game 2.
Oh, just pushed it wide. We've seen so many down-the-line shots thus far throughout this match. Intent was clear. Execution just off.
8-3-2.
And again. Terrific play.
Yeah, unfortunately, high balls just getting punished at the moment. These tricky conditions with balls hanging up there in the wind. The duo of Tweed and Drew contending with that wind. It's coming directly into their face and is quite blustery at times.
9-3-2.
And
10-3-2.
McCausland here with match point. And they do it, winning it 11-3. McCausland and Luke. Janet, McCausland, Marion, Luke. Congratulations. Doing it in 2. The gold medal of the 2.9 and under. Well, they played quite well. What did you think, Dylan?
No, it did very well. Like, they had that game 1 victory with the comeback. Unfortunately for their opposition, they dug deep. They had that lead. Tweed and Drew could have put it away, but fair to say they missed the chance there. But McCausland and Luke capitalised, taking game 1 and then finishing game 2 in style to take the gold medal. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to have a bit of a breather here at the 2024 Trilogy Funds Australian Pickleball Championships. The broadcast will continue this afternoon. Plenty more games to go here on your Wednesday afternoon. Remember, you can catch all the footage on the Pickleball Australia Association YouTube channel and the PAA Facebook page. Dylan and Adam here having a bit of a breather. We'll be back live very shortly to continue the games play this afternoon.